Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, friends. Let's continue with this illustration 6 now. I'm in chapter 1, unit 4, capital and revenue expenditure and receipts, page number 6, illustration 6. This is from the CA Foundation, right? So, Mrs. ABC and Company run a restaurant. And by the way, today we'll be completing this chapter and then this unit. Then we'll go into unit 5 in the next class. Uh, Mrs. ABC and Company run a restaurant. They renovate some of the old cabins. Because of this renovation, some space was made free and number of cabins was increased from 10 to 13. The total expenditure was 20,000. So, renovation renovation cost to increase the space of the restaurant. So, this is to be capitalized. Why? Because this is going to have an impact on the this is going to have an impact on the revenue earning capacity of the restaurant. So this has to be capitalized because it's increasing the cabins from 10 to 13, where more customers can come in. That will increase the revenue from for the restaurant. So it should be capitalized, capital expenditure. Then Mrs. New Delhi Financing Company sold certain goods on installment payment basis. Five customers did not pay installments. To recover such installments and outstanding installments, the firm spent rupees 10,000 on account of legal expenses. Legal expenses towards recovery of outstanding. This is normally happen in the normal course of the business, so it should be treated as revenue expenditure. Revenue expenditure. Mrs. Ballam and Company of Delhi purchased a machinery from Shan Company of Ahmedabad. Mrs. Ballam and Company spent rupees 40,000 for transportation of such machinery. The year ending 31st December 2015. So, machinery transportation costs. Yeah, transportation cost of towards purchase of machinery. So this transportation cost is incurred precisely to have the machinery purchase, right? To transport the machinery so that production can commence, etc. So this should be capital expenditure, and this should be added to the machinery costs. Right. Next, let's get into the test your knowledge question exercises. There's no multiple choice questions, so let's get into this one. Test your knowledge. Test your knowledge. And first question. Money spent is 10,000 as travel expenses of the directors on trips abroad for purchase of capital assets. We saw this in the earlier problem. Money spent on travel towards purchase of capital assets. Should be capital expenditure. The next one. Amount of rupees 5,000 spent as lawyers used to defend a suit that the firm's factory site belonged to the plaintiff's land is legal expenses towards land dispute. This should capital revenue expenditure. We've seen this earlier also. Entrance fees of rupees. Because the amount is material, not so material in nature, it's only 5,000 rupees. It has to be treated as revenue expenditure. If the money is very significant, then the money can be apportioned over the multiple years and treated as deferred revenue expenditure till the time the lawsuit is over. But this is one of for the year, so it will be treated as revenue expenditure. Third one, entrance fees of rupees 2,000 received by Ram and Shyam Social Club. entrance fees of social clubs. Entrance fees is the major revenue earning of the social clubs. So this is part of the normal revenue earning capacity of the social club should be treated as revenue receipts. Next one. Subsidy of rupees 40,000 received from the government for working capital by a manufacturing concern is subsidy. Subsidy on working capital. This should be treated as capital receipts. Uh, because this is going to augment the working capital of the company and also help the company to produce more, right, and sell more. It's going to be a long-term benefit, so that is why it should be treated as capital receipt. 5. Insurance claim received on account of machinery damaged completely by fire. We saw this again earlier. Insurance claim on machinery damaged by fire should be treated as capital receipts. 6.1. Interest on investment received from UTI is interest on investment. This is recurring in nature and revenue in nature, right? Because this is not which is going to increase the capacity, increase the production, increase the sale, increase the long-term benefit of the company. No, it's not related to that. It's a regular return on investment what has been made should be treated as revenue receipts. Then next one is amount received from IDBI as a medium-term loan for augmenting working capital. Okay, medium-term loan from bank. It should be treated as capital receipts. Why? Because again, it's related to the nature of working capital, which is going to help the company increase the production and thereby earn more. So it is an investment that has been made for future benefit. So it should be treated as capital receipts. Then next one is revenue from sale of products. Revenue from sale of products. Ordinarily is reported as part of earning in which period in which the sale is made. Which the sale is made. So revenue from sale of products is treated as sales, and sales is declared as part of the period in which it is made. 9. If repair cost of is 25,000, repair cost 25,000, and whitewash 5,000. Both is related to presently used building. In presently used building. Then cost of extension 2,50,000, and the cost of improvement, cost of electrical improvement 19,000. How much to be treated as capital and how much to be treated as revenue, right? Revenue expenses. Repair cost on whitewash to be treated as amount to be expense. Amount to be expense means what should be treated as revenue expenses. Answer is rupees 30,000. Because extension of building or the cost of electrical improvement, all these things are improvement to the existing building, which is going to have a long-term impact. Extension of the building is going to have an increase in production capacity, etc. That should be treated as capital expenses. Whereas repair cost of the existing building should be treated as revenue expense, because that is going to be an part of repairs and maintenance costs. And whitewash is in the normal course of business, so it should be not in the normal course of business, but it is related to the repair cost. Right? You don't do whitewash to improve the capacity of the production, right? Whitewash is treated as a normal part of maintenance cost. So repairs and maintenance is rupees 30,000. Hope the students are clear with this, right? Then let's get into the next one. There is a set of theory questions. It's basically summarizing what actually we have discussed here. What are all the basic consideration distinguishing between capital and revenue expenditure? A capital expenses should be capital expenses. Capital and revenue. Capital expenditure should bring in long-term benefits, long-term revenue earning capacity, or long-term benefits to the company. Short-term revenue expenditure is basically normal day-to-day running of business, and materiality concept has to be applied. What is material has to be also to be considered. Even if we saw that, right, if the repairs and maintenance cost is going to bring the benefit for a long term, then obviously it should be treated as capital expenditure. But if repairs is related to the normal wear and tear has been removed, etc., so that the machine can continue to run, that should be treated as revenue expenditure. Right. We also saw about deferred like deferment of cost, like if the company is doing an voluntary retirement scheme and then the lump sum is incurred, then it can be treated as deferred revenue expenditure. But it should be treated as revenue expenditure, but deferred over several periods. Right. Materiality concept has to be applied. And revenue receipts. What is revenue receipt and what is a capital revenue receipt? To give example, revenue receipt is basically revenue receipt is basically income earned in the normal course of business, like sale of goods. And the interest or dividend income, dividend income are all another set of examples for are also revenue receipts. Hope the students are clear. Just go through these questions. Just go through this chapter one more time. And just in case you have any doubts or clarifications, please come back to me and write to me at babupriya@rediffmail.com, and I'll come back to you soon. Or if you have any questions on this on this particular unit, you please come back to me. Or you can put a note into this video so that I can come back to you sooner. Thank you, friends, and have a great day.